being so bad outside right now. Let's talk about the crybabies. Now, the crybabies are people we have exposed to basically having products that don't work. Gentlemen, what are you so upset about? Y'all come on my channel crying every single day. Y'all send us messages every day. Cry, 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 cry. You don't back up none of your products. You don't have any tests on your products. Nothing. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and soon we got the exotic companies popping off right now. That's our exotic collections for companies. So you don't have no tests. I got so many YouTube videos. I crush everything y'all do. Show me something. Y'all can't show me anything at all, period. All y'all do is cry. Look, man, you launched this product right here, the PSP. Again, it sounds like a portable gaming system, and it does, because it comes up under a portable gaming system. This product doesn't work. There's no test underneath of it. Customer won't touch this with a 10-foot pole because he or she doesn't know if the product works correctly. You don't even know if the product works correctly. You can't even troubleshoot it. Solid Wake 5, another YouTuber, again, I don't know why they use these people. This is another person whose credibility isn't all that great because he got caught with a fake unboxing on our products, never even owned the products at all. But anyway, this guy does an unboxing on the product. It doesn't even come out the color that the screen paint is described to be. This is what he was sent right here at the bottom. You'll do a lot of crying for people who don't back your products up. So this is what he was sent over. He was sent over the product called the Polaris, whatever it's called, Polaris, whatever it's called, Premium Screen Paint Dark Gray. This is what this was supposed to be. But it didn't turn out to be dark gray. It literally came out mid-gray. So how do you explain that to people? I don't know if anybody's buying this stuff. That you're telling them that they're getting a dark gray screen paint product, and yet when the person who calls himself doing a review on your product, he even said right there, it's not the color he thought it was going to be. He literally thought it was going to come up dark gray. He even talks about how pretty the dark gray is, and it doesn't come up dark gray. So how do you fix that problem when a customer buys that product? How do you basically troubleshoot that? You can't, because you never did any tests on your products. You just made this stuff, put a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo next to it, and then turned around and says, oh, it works. Solid Wake 5 couldn't get it to work. Literally came in after spending a good maybe, I'd say, Bobby, 15, 16 minutes talking, came back and said the screen was still wet. How is the screen still wet when Danny over here painted the screen in, and it dried in 9 minutes, and his screen was a 100-inch screen, but your screen was smaller than that, and it took longer to dry. Lie, lie, lie on camera. Man, I'm telling you, I just can't make this stuff up. But you guys come on my channel crying and whining, sending me messages, and I'm a scammer at the end of the day, and your products are nothing but ongoing fails. Jamie, do we need to go to the blacklist to show exactly what kind of person you are at the end of the day? I'm not going to your website because I'm not wasting the brain cells going. I've been there dozens of times. People can go there and see it themselves. You sell the exact same products that you have on deleted videos that you removed off your account because you matched house paint in a live stream with your face all over the camera. And you still sell these products. You act like these demonstrations never even happened. That is a scammer right there. That is a person who commits fraud. Gee whiz, you guys live in a delusional bubble. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Half of this stuff, this is not even yours. This right here, it belongs to somebody else. Your name right here doesn't belong to you. It belongs to a guy over in London, England. He actually owns this name right here. So you stole that too. You got caught on your account on basically copying images off Google. As a matter of fact, this image right here, where you claim that you have an installment in this video, in this picture, there is no installment. We blew this up on camera. There's no way in the world for to put a projection screen in this environment. It's virtually impossible. And yet you claim you have an installment. This is all fake. It's all phony. The PSP paints, all fake, all phony. And the reason why is because, again, this product right here that you sent to, where's that right here? The unboxing for this. Mind you, Danny has had problems with his products. You know why? These are customers who bought his products. The other ones, the ones that he refused to open up the website, the one he canceled on us 7 times in a row because he was afraid to ship the item out. You guys talk all this trash. Have you forgot about the cancellations? We've got to bring that up too. How many times did you cancel on me, Danny? 7 times. I sent you $700 and you canceled. Crow, you're even worse. You canceled over probably about $1,600 worth of cash that you could have had in your banking account. Got so scared that you started committing scams by basically sending this out the wrong color product because you were afraid because your products don't work. That doesn't look good for you at all, period. And even, this is a fellow who sent us an email telling us to buy whatever we wanted. What happened to that agreement right there? Oh, you got scared. And then got so paranoid, went to a full Karen mode, started putting little messages all over the receipts. Oh, they've seen all that. Anyone we do business with, they know about you guys. We're blackballing you slowly. When we go to any convention, anything, we're going to let them know not to touch your stuff. Because you guys are the biggest scammers on freaking YouTube. The biggest scammers. You can't back anything up. This is a video from a fellow who painted in PARTAY's product and had a problem with the screen and called him a scammer. There you go. I'll blow it up for you right there. But they don't talk about this at the end of the day. Look how blotchy the screen is. And you claim you have ambient rejection technology? That's absolutely horrible, man. Absolutely horrible. What is this right here? That's called hot spotting. That's what that is. Because in his other products, he put a lot of oil and Vaseline in the products. I mean, look, fellows, we watch you get up there and lie right on camera, especially Danny got there and said, I never said that my product came in 4 different colors. Gee whiz, seriously? You had a video sitting right over top of it showing you painting the screen in 4 different colors. You never said it came in 4 different containers. How else are you going to ship it? All the colors in 1 container? You have to be in 4 containers. There's like no other way to get around that one. You said your product didn't have any Vaseline in it. I put up a YouTube video that literally has your name and video YouTube channel, and one of the ingredients that you ask people to put into the paint is body gel. Guess what body gel is? It's oil, it's Vaseline, and that's what causes the hot spotting on the screen. One of the demonstrations, you can see that majority of half of the product was water. You can see basically it was nothing but water. So he was selling your product, and then he comes up with some stupid scenario by saying that, oh, the water acts as a delivery system to keep the paint from evaporating. You guys lie so much on camera. The Cinemax was supposed to be a product that was supposed to be different, give customers better color and contrast. Jamie used a projector with a 2,000,000 to 1 contrast to cheat that image, to try to make it look like the contrast levels were darker. Also, too, using dark environments, ambient light controlled environments, every way you want to call it, calibrating the projector, anything to make the image look different. Even, Jamie, you have stole images off of Google. That's fraud. That is considered to be fraud. Come on, gentlemen. It is what it is. Your products don't work at all. Let's go over here at the bottom. Let's look at the unboxing of Solid Waste 5 review. By the way, that table sitting over there with all those receipts, that's all your canceled orders. You guys got so scared, you canceled every single order and you put the money back into my account. There was the wall of shame we had downstairs in the shop. Those were canceled orders that these guys got so afraid they put the money back in our account, terrified. Let's go over here to the unboxing. This is the unboxing. We can't find any other customer review. No one else is buying your stuff because we can't find one customer review. This is the only one we found. So this is a fellow by the name of Solid Waste 5. I want to go in and put my computer speakers on. And disconnect these. We'll put our computer speakers on, because I want you to hear this. So he thought the product, even he thought the product was dark gray.
Yeah, I went out there and checked. And my goodness gracious, we got the package in. Super, super excited. So I'm going to do a overall presentation And
Now, that's the funny thing about it. Did he ever paint the screen in? No, he didn't paint the screen in. Usually, when we get a product over here, we open it up, unbox it, paint it in, we start the video demonstration. He didn't, because he knew basically at the end of the day, if you saw the demonstration on how to paint the screen in, it's a bit of a headache. But let's show you right here. Let's skip to the part where he opens up the container and shows you the color of it. And I'll tell you what's very unprofessional here. I'll show you in a few minutes right here. Okay, here we go.
plastic. And again, as you can see, it's a dark gray. That's exactly what I'm seeing here.
Now, he says a dark gray, right? Okay. So basically, we know how this stuff is made already. He's using a powder like black. It could be anything. He used charcoal gray, just a powder. They have a charcoal gray powder. It's a pigment. And basically, what he has in there is not water, because last time he used water, it didn't go well. He got a lot of trouble for that because we saw it was water. Guarantee it's some kind of either concrete sealer and poly. I guarantee you, because that has the same kind of bubble effect that comes up. And the bubble is supposed to be some kind of oxygen releasing system. Oh, come on.
Looks fantastic. And again, as you can see, it is very thin. It is very thin. Just so you can kind of see the consistency of it.
Now, the reason why the knife is coming up dark gray, because at the guarantee at the bottom, there is probably a cake of whatever black powder or pigment or whatever you put in it didn't mix well, that's settled at the bottom. That's why that's coming up black, and this is coming up gray. All right, so let's go over here and let's watch the paint on demonstration. Now, he even thought himself it was going to come up dark gray. That's what he thought. That was not the outcome of it all. Let's go over here and let's see. Let's see, where's the paint on? Here we go.
Things to dry, but other than that, the rest of it is all good to go.
That's the color of it.
Get the air conditioning back on, above and beyond the effort that's been made over the last. Guys, nice.
There's the first coat.
A lot easier with I wrote my that. And all the bad thing about it is that all the other clients, customers that have the asset.
And see how much time he's taking? He's talking. The size of that screen should have been dry by now, especially when it has a fan sitting next to it. But he claims that the screen is still wet after he's done all this talking.
I'll bring you guys in a little closer with my, yeah, it's still a little bit more. I see some areas that are still wet. I'll bring you guys in close so you can check it out. So you kind of get an idea for what the stuff you see. There's some.
Now, see, this is the problem we have here on the screen. What the heck is this mess in the far corner? What is that? There's a white speck, and kind of like right there, and then there's some other mess that went on over here. Whatever was in that container didn't mix well. But what people saw the most was the color. The screen did not come out the color that it was supposed to come out. Now, this guy sat here and shook this paint up pretty hard. Right here, watch this here.
I've painted a lot in the past. In fact, over there that looks like a stick on me. It already had a crack and it's pretty old. And unfortunately,
It's
I won't be
not
able
too
to do
far,
that.
and you look at it, right?
Buenos dias, hey!
I want you to look at something real quick.
So I'm just going to have to do this bend.
Oh, he gets
you
a
know,
where his Wi-Fi is
a little
acting
bit.
up. All right, see the color of it? It's exactly the same color as the surface you're seeing right now. Something's wrong here. A lot of people saw that. When he basically showed the screen at the final end, which is right about here, you will notice that it's the same color. Watch it. Boom, same color. So what changed? Nothing changed at all. They're the same color. What the heck did he paint that screen with? These are the things that are coming up in forum sites when we're having this conversation. These are the things that people are finding that are, oh, we left the mic open. We definitely left the mic open. I'll leave the mic open for the naysayers to come in and explain this nonsense. We give them the opportunity. Anytime you see a hot mic, keep them hot mics open so everybody can see this. Later when this video is over, people can come in and they can read the comments. But the question is, if this product is supposed to be dark, and it's not even painted yet. You can see that the paint hasn't been open. The paint pan is clean. This is the exact same color in the end. It's like nothing changed. Look at that. So what did he paint on the screen? It's like he painted it with invisible ink. They're exactly the same color. There you go. Let me show you how much he shake this up. And he shake this up pretty good. Look.
Racism, because that's an easy card to play. Instead of making a better product, instead of doing a good job like what we see right here, just in presentation alone. And
now, mind you, Solid Week 5, you embarrassed yourself on this video pretty bad. You came on there and you're talking about a best presentation, that the product was good, and in the middle of the demonstration, you sat there and said, it's not the color that I thought it was going to be. So even you know the product failed. But again, watching Crow crash and burn in a demonstration of his product matching in house paint, and sitting here and watching you crash and burn by watching you paint this product in, you hyped it up, and you didn't know anything about it, and the product didn't even come out correctly. As a matter of fact, it didn't dry. As you said, it didn't dry. It needed a little longer to dry, which you had a little bit more time in front of the fan, on top of it, a much smaller screen size, and you didn't even paint it correctly the same way he said in his instructions. You're supposed to wait 2 to 3 minutes for the screen to level before adding a fan to it. I know the instructions better than you do. But I don't know which is more disturbing. Now listen to what he's saying.
I did use one of those rolls to roll out the primer that I'm going to use on the panel there. So it's completely dry, nice and smooth, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake up the can here the best I can. I lost my stir stick, so I can't do it that way. So I'm going to shake the hell out of this thing. Like it's I'm going to shake the hell out of it, you know?
Yeah, anytime, buddy. I'm fit, man, and I fight, man. I'm a professional. But anytime you want to go into a ring, if you make a statement like that, I'll fight you, no problem. Sorry, people got to bring it in. But I don't like when people at the end of the day make dumb statements like that. Don't make statements you can't back up at the end of the day. Gee whiz. So on top of that, I can tell he's not in shape. Now look at this. He shook this can up pretty good.
Oh, God.
So if you shook this can up pretty good, how come it's not the color that you pulled out of the box? Now watch this. This is all the time he painted the screen in. You see how many applications he's put on the screen over and over again. Look at the color of it. It's still not the same color that came out of the package. It's still light. And if it's coming on that light when it dries, it's going to come on even lighter. This is a hot mess. Well, Silent Wake, I forgot. You will see me. I'm taking you to court, so you will see me face to face. And I'm going to walk right up to you, so you know that. My lawyers will be behind me to make sure I don't do anything drastic, but I'm going to walk right up to you. Let's see how much mouth you got when you see me face to face in court. And I'll see you after court, too. Can't stand people run their mouths and can't back things up at the end of the day. Talking about shaking the can like you shaking me at the end of the day. Oh, you'll see me in court, trust me. I'll see how much mouth you got. So let's look at this right here. Let me go back. He's done painting the screen, right? There we go.
Let's see where we're at. I'll bring you guys in really close to the yeah, it's going to be just a little bit more.
So how can it still be wet? Literally, how in the world can it still be wet? That's a much smaller screen size than Danny painted in. That should have been dried already. And as thin as that product is, it definitely should have been dried way before the timeline. He said probably between 9 minutes. It should have been faster than 9 minutes. It's a much smaller screen. But this is what I want you to see.
I'll bring you guys in close so you can check it out. So you kind of get an idea for what the stuff is.
Now, this right here What is that? It's all over the screen. It's right there too. It's all over the screen. And then there's some mess over in here.
See, that some areas are still just a little bit wet.
Now there's these little black specks right here. This is probably the powder that whatever you put into it didn't dry correctly.
Again, I said at the beginning that I didn't.
Because the paint's very, very thin.
I'll bring you guys in really close to the front. Yeah, it's still just a little bit more. See some areas that are still a little wet. But I'll bring you guys in close so you can check it out. So you kind of get an idea for what the stuff. You see, there's some area.
Now, again, what is that? Now, if you're saying that's coming off my screen, well, okay, hold on for a minute. Make sure I got anything here. Let's go pull up right here. See right here? See my screen? See how it's white? See how it's clean? All right. It's right there. So that shows you it's not coming off my screen. Whatever he put in there, whatever black powder, something didn't mix well, it transferred to the screen. And whatever this stuff is, I have no idea what that is at the end of the day. Maybe some white baby powder. I don't know what he put in there, but there's white spots here and here. And mind you, he rolled over the screen multiple times. So it had a couple of coatings on it. For it to dry like this, that's not good. That's a bad sign. All right, let's continue on. Now keep in mind, I understand the naysayer is going to come and argue. You can't argue for the fact that the screen did not display the color. This is supposed to be a dark gray. He sat there and said, to be honest, the only thing he said honest in the video is not the color.
These are still just a little bit wet. You want to wait till this is completely dry.
It's a little bit wet. How is it a little bit wet? The screen's only about a 3x2 at the most. He dried that screen in 9 minutes at 4x7, and you basically were talking longer than that with a fan and it didn't dry. That screen is dry.
Before you do the second coat. Again, I said at the beginning that I didn't take the sticker off because I did not want to deal with the glue underneath. And
again, you paint it, right? You said you were a painter, right? So basically, if you have, anytime you buy something, usually Home Depot, Lowe's put these stickers on them and peel them off. The sticker has this glue residue. You can use nail polish remover. You can use alcohol. It takes to clean off with no problem whatsoever. Even sometimes some hot water will remove it. You left the sticker on there. But it shows you at the end of the day, if you have any imperfections, even like a sticker or a piece of tape or anything on your wall, this is going to push through. Which means it kind of reacts like the goose screens when they first came out, where this stuff was very thin and you had to sand your walls down to they're perfectly flat. Any imperfections is going to show up on your screen, and your people are going to be doing a lot of sanding. But look at the color of this. This is not the color that came out of the box.
stuff like that. So I just left it on there. So that's not anything to do with the paint. That's the panel. I did that on purpose. That's on me. But just to be fair, look, this looks not as dark as it is in person.
That's a nervous laugh. And by the way, yeah, it's not the same color. So how do you advertise a product that's supposed to be dark gray, right? It's supposed to pull contrast, but do all that. That's not going to do the same thing as if it was dark gray. That's a completely different color. As a matter of fact, it looks exactly the same way before the screen was painted. And he shook it up. If you wind, he shook it up. If you look at the unboxing, he took that knife and he ran it around. And every time he ran into the knife, you would see a swirl of whatever dark pigment he had at the bottom that was making it darker. Didn't come out the same color. So what happens to a customer or a company who paints this in and it doesn't come out the same color as described? Then what? How do you fix that problem, Danny? You can't fix that problem. You can't troubleshoot something that you've never tested. There you go. I guarantee them all are going to have the same problem.
Sticker off because I did not want to deal with the glue underneath and stuff like that. So I just left it on there. So that's not anything to do with the paint. That's the panel. I did that on purpose. That's on me. But just to be fair, look, this looks not as dark as it is in person. From what...
It's not as dark as it is in person. It's not the same color. We can all see that. He can even see it. There's no way to lie to get around this one. He has to say what he has to say. It's not the same color. But it's actually mid-gray. It's not dark gray. It's actually the exact same color as it is here before you paint it to screen. There's really no change. It was a slight little bump, a hiccup, and a change. That's basically about it. I don't know how this stuff is supposed to be marketed at the end of the day. Now, like I said, this guy basically, credibility, good, no. We've got demonstrations of this guy basically got caught in an unboxing video. We'll try to make an unboxing video of our products. Got caught and deleted, try to delete all the videos in a live stream. Fake email. Again, my lawyers can't wait to drill some holes into this one. Because again, as I said before, you're still going to have to figure out how in the world were you able to place an order through my website without a receipt, without an email that doesn't exist. That's what you're going to have to answer. PARTAY, Solid 5, if you can't answer that one question they're going to ask you, how were you able to place the order through our website and do these videos claiming that our products came out too dark and unwatchable without having a real email? How did you get the product? And even more, we have you on a live stream trying to remove the videos as you got caught. Dude, you're going to get sued for $4 million. We know you don't have the money. That kind of evidence, we can ask for whatever we want. It's civil court. We can ask for whatever we want. You can cry and whine you don't have the money. It doesn't make a difference. The lawsuit is designed to bury you in tons of debt. That's what it's designed to do. So we can go in and we can execute judgment, and we can go in and we can take whatever we want from you at the end of the day. That's what it's designed to do. We know you don't have that kind of money, but it's designed to take whatever we want from you. And there's going to be fraud charges attached to that too, and those can involve criminal charges. So jail time will be popping up. It'll be on the plate, and my lawyers will ask for it from the judge. No one told you to go in and do a fake unboxing. You're a grown man at the end of the day. And you went out and you basically did a fake unboxing of our products, claiming that you had something that you never had to begin with, and proceeded to go on YouTube and slander our product as saying that our product came out so dark. Got caught in a live stream and tried to hide the evidence. Even worse, even funnier, you took your face in the thumbnail next to the fake receipts. Gee whiz, that is an open and shut case. We'll be out before lunch, and you'll be a broke man when you leave out of that courtroom without a dime to your name. You owe me millions of dollars. And you might even get some jail time for it, because my lawyers are going to push the judge for it. They're going to demand the judge give you some kind of jail time for it. That's pretty bad. You'll get a chance to watch those deleted videos right on top of that huge screen in court where they're going to display it as evidence. So this is the videos where Solid 5 got himself in a lot of serious trouble. There you go. You remember this? This is why they're terrified. This is why they're scared. He's going to go into court with my lawyers. You're going to have to get yourself an attorney. It's a civil court. And you're going to have to prove to a judge and my lawyer that you basically had a legitimate, real receipt from my company and that my product reacted the way you slandered my product on YouTube. If you don't, you'll be sued for a lot of money, more money than you can ever think of to even make to give back to me. And keep in mind, lawsuits come with interest, which means this will actually start to grow as it goes along. So let me show you a little something about Solid 5. So this is what we find interesting here.
The Titan, that's what we requested, the Titan.
He messed up. We requested a Titan receipt. He sent us a receipt for a 38 Black Widow. The problem we have here is the fact that the email address, well, we don't use this, and the other problem is there's spaces between the email. You can't make an email address on any server that has spaces. You have to put lowercase or uppercase, some dots or hyphens or something in there. You can't have spaces in there. So the question is, on every single receipt that we have, even when we place orders through Crow, even when we place orders through Danny, every single email says Immerse 4K Cinema. How in the world were you able to obtain our product as you claimed you did with this email address that we don't use? And at that, the email address doesn't even exist on Hotmail. So how are you able to obtain it? You didn't. You made a fake receipt. You used the United States Postal Service to commit this fraud. Even though it was never shipped out, the fact that they were involved in it means they consider that a form of postal fraud. And that comes with serious jail time attached to it. Very serious jail time, which that also too is going to be thrown into it. Gee whiz, man, you guys just make it so easy for me at the end of the day. You make it so easy. Let's come over here. We went online, we searched, we figured out that the email address definitely was fake. Well, not email address, but basically from having the spaces in between. And so you blocked out certain dates too. This is February the 27th. Even though you tried your hardest to block it out, we can see it. So February 27th, who blocks out dates on a receipt? I don't know anybody who does that. The date is the one thing that basically makes it possible for you to return the item, because you can go to a storefront, go to a store, and you can say, hey, look, I purchased this item yesterday. And they'd be like, oh, heck no, we got to see that receipt. And you will go home and you will track down that receipt and bring it back there and go, here you go, in your face. I bought this yesterday. See the date? There you go. Why would you block out the dates? That doesn't seem right, does it, at all, period. These are weird things we saw on the receipt. Now, my attorneys have this information already. We're just waiting to go into court and just sue you. It's open and shut. We don't want a plea deal. You will not get a plea deal from us. So forget that. If your attorney contacts me about a plea deal, tell them it's off the table. We're suing you for everything that we can take from you. See this right here? So how in the world were you able to send an email at Crystal Edge Technology Screens email.com? What kind of freaking banana nonsense is this? There's not even an at there. So you clearly made this receipt. You forged a receipt, counterfeited a receipt of my company. Do you know how much jail time you can get for this? Boy, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When you do go to prison, and you will go to prison for this because it's considered to be counterfeit, it's fraud at the end of the day, and you can go to jail for this. You're going to have two things. You don't look like you're built to fight, so you're going to have to do two things. Either you're going to have a lot of money on your books. If you know what that means at the end of the day. Some people don't. It means have money on your books. And if you don't have money on your books, good, you're not going to have it. And I'll tell you why. Because you owe money. People have to understand, if you get hit with fines and penalties, any money that you have off your books will be removed to pay for those fines and penalties. You're going to have to trust somebody that will put that money on their books without them screwing you over in the process. And this is prison. They don't usually, it's going to be a little tricky in there. You're going to have to learn a whole new life at the end of the day. But like I said, my lawyers are pushing for jail time because you committed jail. Look at the fraud you commit here. You printed a fake receipt. You get in a lot of trouble for this. And look at the email. The email says Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And look at the email. It doesn't even say at. It says email.com. Oh, come on. And then you had a nerve to take your mugshot next to these receipts. It's an open and shut Solid 5. I know you're afraid. I would be afraid if I were you. You're going to lose your freedom. Look at this mess. See that line right there, that underscore? Underscore pops up basically when you make a mistake. If the server printed this out, there would be no underscore at all, period. This is a human error. This is a receipt. He broke it down. He blocked out the tracking number. Of course, he knocked out his tracking number. And this is you deleting your videos off your account. You started off with much more than that. You started deleting the videos off your account one by one by one. Last video you had on here was called No Views 57. It's 57, no views. It was 57 minutes ago. This shows one. We called him and he got busted. He went into the live stream and he started deleting his videos one by one by one. So not only did we caught you with a fake receipt, with basically forging a fake receipt of my company at the end of the day and committing fraud against our company, slandering our company. We also caught you trying to hide the evidence, and that's far worse. That's far, far worse, because that admits that you're guilty. So your lawyer is going to ask us for a plea deal, and a plea deal is no. You do not get a plea deal. We want maximum punishment. This is why he's afraid. Come on, man. You guys get yourself in the dumbest troubles you can ever think of. Your credibility is down the tube. Mr. Matthew, he's going to court at the end of the year. He's got a $2 million lawsuit hitting him too on top of that. He's going to lose everything. He did something he shouldn't have did. We have a policy on our website. We don't support these projectors. We tell you in videos we don't support these projectors. You continue to use a projector we don't use in our demonstration. Slandered my company. Now you're going to go to court and you're going to get sued. And I know where you live at because you ordered from me. I have all your information basically right there on our freaking file. And we can show that you made the transaction through the website. It was you. So there's no way around that one. That's an open and shut case. No plea deals off the table.
And right now, we're just getting a lot of...
How dumb can someone be? This is how dumb Silent Wake is. There you go. Took your mug shot right next to the receipts. Gee whiz Louise. I'll tell you something. When we sent these over to the attorney's office, the first thing he asked at the end of the day, how short is your bus? That's literally what he said. How short was your bus? You're an idiot at the end of the day. This is what happens when you do dumb stuff. Isn't that your table? All that right there, right? Same table we did the unboxing on, right? We even have all the YouTube videos that you deleted off your account to get rid of them. We have those too, of you basically slamming my company, saying that our products came out too dark and they're unwatchable. Now, Jamie, I'm gonna let, gentlemen, all y'all know. Once we file these lawsuits, once you go to court, if you even speak of this, if you even go on YouTube and you open your mouth and say anything about my company, you're gonna have problems, a lot of problems on your hands. It's gonna have to end there. I've seen these. They put these gag orders. I had one in Black Diamond. They put one in there for me. I have to wait a certain amount of time before I can say something about what happened to me. Can't say jack, can't do anything at all. You have to take that hit and you have to deal with it. And that's what the lawyers are gonna do. You can't go on YouTube, you can't speak about it, you can't talk about it, you can't say nothing. It'll drag you right back in court. You'll be in more trouble. As a matter of fact, the court order that was sent over to Jamie, the cease and desist order by the lawyers, it's stated in there also too. If he even talks about it, says anything about those documents that came in from those attorneys, they'll drag him into court and they'll sue him. That's why he didn't mention anything about the attorneys. So the thing about it, gentlemen, you get on YouTube and you act all big and bad, like you're this, that, and the other, and at the end you're nothing but a bunch of frightened little kids in a thunderstorm. That's where you're at. We got tons of evidence on you. At the end of this year, with my contracts and the organization backing me, I'm going to crush you in court badly. It's going to be a nightmare. I told you it was coming. We just didn't know we were going to have a major company backing us. But I knew I was going to be taking it to court. So how are you going to pay me at the end of the day? You can't. That's the problem. Well, not the problem. I'm going to take everything you have from you, and you're still going to owe me money. Your banking accounts, frozen. Credit cards, all that frozen. Your income tax, I'll be taking that. Your money from your, I'll be garnishing your paycheck. I'll take your cars, your vehicles, everything belongs to me. Doing dumb stuff. And we started off his first video. This is his first upload right here. See right here? These are the videos he had first. And then we get near the end of it all, and he starts deleting his videos off his account. This is all he has left on his account. That's it. You're finished. I like that arcade machine you got there in the back, but don't worry, I can't have any of that to begin with because you owe me money. They had to sell everything you have at auction to give me my money. And the debt collectors, they're going to want their money too. Keep in mind, that's why we're giving them a percentage of the lawsuit. So they're going to get that money one way or another. They're going to show up at your house with police, with a black van or whatever van they got to get in the day. They're going to come up there with the, what do you call it, unit that basically picks up cars, the tow, everything to take whatever they need to take. And they'll take that house too if you own it. The house is going to go up for foreclosure anyway because you won't have the money to pay off the monthly payments on the house. So that's going to go up for foreclosure. And when it does, we'll take that too. I told you not to play with me. I gave you guys fair enough warning to back down and you don't listen. So that solid waste credibility is down the drain. As you can see, basically, yeah, he doesn't have much credit there. Let's go pop over to Jamie. Jamie, I can't express this enough. You sell a fake screen paint product. These are your videos. This is yours, this is yours, all these are yours. Your Cinemax is a joke. My black Cinemax sells more than yours does. My product sells at $364 a gallon, and the gallons sell like crazy. You know why? Because my product is tested. I can take a name that you have and I can convert it to our black technology and I can sell it for more and I can basically get the money for it. You know why? Because my product is proven to work. Because I have more tests than anyone else on YouTube. You guys don't have nothing backing your products at all, period. That shows you how good my technology is. The same name you use, Cinemax, I took the same name, converted it to black technology, and basically sell it for much higher because it's worth what it's designed to do. Show me certified screens that your technology can knock out. Show me companies that acknowledge your existence. You can't do that at all, period. You match house paint. Your product's not even worth 60 bucks. How do you get on camera with that screen paint and tell people that it is the ultimate product? How do you do this? Knowing this video exists. What kind of freaking Fantasyland bubble do you live in at the end of the day? You got one fellow over there, the philosopher, who basically has a product that doesn't even come out the color it's supposed to come out, and it comes out with all these weird specs and different kinds of, I don't know what's going on with that screen at the end of the day, and the guy painted it multiple times, shook the container, unboxed it, and it still came out looking gray. It's the same gray as it did when before he even painted the screen. So that screen's fraud all over it. And then your product here, where you claim that the Cinemax is supposed to be this amazing screen paint, blah, 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 and house paint matched it in a live stream, with you sitting right in front of the camera. And yet you advertise this stuff on your page as if basically it's supposed to be some miracle magic paint. Have you forgot about this video? Apparently you have. So for those you don't know, this is Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. This is the fellow who makes Crow screen paint products. This is a screen paint that he claimed did not match house paint. Keep in mind, in this demonstration, if he matches the paint, that means anybody who purchased this product before this demonstration was done got ripped off. Did he replace any of the money to anybody? Did he give him a refund? No, because his website's policy for shipping is designed to steal from the customer. Lands on your property, it's yours. You open it up, it's yours. So this is the video that hurts them the most. Now, I don't mind you guys talking trash because we know why y'all talk trash, because you're jealous you can't back your products up. That's why you talk trash. But at the end of the day, I can always come in and show you the blacklist, and you can see this fellow on a demonstration where he failed miserably on camera. Why was the demonstration done? Mind you, we did this 6 months to a year ago, way before he did it. Challenged him to do the demonstration. His customers pressured him. They put so much pressure on him that he had no choice but to do the demonstration. Now, if you look at his confidence here, bright-eyed, bushy tail. When that screen matches, it's like watching a deer getting caught in the headlights of a Ford F-50. I swear, I would pay anything in the world just to be there for that split second when that screen went blended in. I'd have paid so much money just to see what would have went through his brain. Now here he is right here, painting the screen down. And it gets worse than that. We got the bare silver screen, the personal mix, scam screen paint. Walked out of a Home Depot, bold as bold can be, matched it. Mind you, this video was floating around for about 3 or 4 months. And we even have a demonstration showing you actually video live streams. I'm trying to hide the video. I'm trying to hide the evidence. Now watch this right here. Oh, that had to hurt a lot. I guarantee it hurt a great deal. Because he really thought at the end of the day that he was going to beat the screen. Now look at his expressions now compared to where he was before. You can see basically the doubt right now, trying to figure out how to fix the damage that's basically being caused to him right now. Being outed as a liar and a scammer. How he cheated people. He sat there and lied and told these people on the phone all kinds of lies. That this product could do this and this product can do that. And you got basic house paint matching his screen. And this is on not an everyday projector. It's on a P2. Why would I go out and spend money, $60 for some paint? Or I can do it with some regular house paint that'll do the same thing. But he didn't do any tests. See, if Jamie had took the time out and tested his product and purchased other great paints to put against his product, like we call the black versus black, he would be able to do this demonstration with ease. Now mind you, if you're a customer and you're trying to get questions from us, this is not the time to do it. We always say that these hot mics are designed and opened up for the naysayers and their supporters to come in and explain this mess. They never come and explain anything. They just come and ranting and crying. That's what they usually do. So we're used to that anyway. I don't read your messages. So you know that from the door. I don't do that. It's a waste of my time. I don't read them. But I want you to see this. I want you to acknowledge this. Look at this. Now, what did he tell those customers to buy that paint? Did that paint do something completely different? Of course he lied to them. Shows you right there he lied. We asked him to take these demonstrations and post them directly to his website. So that way the customer would have a choice whether to buy his product or get some Sherwin-Williams. He's never posted these because these videos are now missing off his account. And I can't ask enough, where are your tests? We've done this. I went through we spent 3 hours, went through his account, looked for tests. We couldn't find jack at all. There's no tests on the products. So when you buy this product, how do you know you're not getting, hey, you could be just getting house paint now. If he figured out that, hey, if he's going to cheat you this bad, right? And if he's going to still sell this product on his website, which he still does, right? Then he might just go the next step. Why is he going to spend the money for black paint and white paint and making this mixture? He just might just go to Sherwin-Williams and just slide something off a shelf, pour it into a container, put his name on it, and sell it to you. He would save more money. What would be the difference? Tell me what would be the difference in him not doing that. There is no difference. So I guarantee he's probably doing that right now. How would you know that there's a difference between the product that he has here and the Sherwin-Williams? You won't know because you can't see the difference here. Well, how are you going to see the difference when you get it in your house? So as far as I'm concerned, you could just be getting Sherwin-Williams. It'd be much cheaper. He'd make more money back. Look at that. Look at that right there. Just look at this. How would you know? If you're not getting Sherwin-Williams or you're getting his product, how would you know? And for him, he wouldn't have to spend the money for black paint. He wouldn't have to spend the money for a great white paint. All he'd have to do is go to Sherwin-Williams, slide it off a container, take the paint, it's only like what, $30 or whatever, a gallon, whatever it is over there, and pour it into a container, put his name on it, and ship it to you. How would you know the difference? You won't know the difference. There you go. And if you ask him, hey, look, I bought this paint from you. Can you do me a demonstration? Can you do a side-by-side with this next to house paint? So I know at the end of the day, he's not going to do that. There's no way in the world. We've been trying to get him to do that micro blend slip silver for the longest time. He refuses to go near it. I told you, once he went through this ordeal, he is not going to do any more demonstrations next to gray paint. He's not going to go through this ever again. This ordeal that he went through was extremely torture and excruciating for him. He's never going to do this ever again for anybody. And the reason why we proved that point, because we asked him to do the microblend slip silver, and he refused it on every single level. He will never do that demonstration. Matter of fact, we've asked him so many times. If you go over to Google right now and you type in microblend slip silver, his videos literally, our videos pop up asking him to do the test. He'll never do it. Let's keep going. I have no idea why. I'm probably got people in here. I'm not reading the messages, but I'm pretty sure I got people in here trying to explain the product. All our stuff is tested. Everything we have is tested. So yeah. And no, they never have our products because we don't have any receipts. There's no receipts. Where's my receipts? This is when we go into court. I'm asked, where's my receipts? Because we don't have any purchases at all from any of them. Only purchase I got from Jamie is a 2.0, and that's it. And he's going to court for that one too because he violated the batch number. So again, where's our receipts? Now, let's get back to this. It is what it is, people. And you see our demonstrations are right on our website. How come their demonstrations are not on the website? Where are their test demonstrations at? Our products don't match black paint at the end of the day. We've done the test. So let me get this straight. Tests that we do on site, tests that we do on our demonstrations, and then these guys who commit fraud 24/7, these are the ones to be trusted when they review people's products. No, at all, period. This guy right here matched the house paint, turned around, deleted the video, and sold the very same product that he matched right on his website. That's a person you could trust, right? Okay. Ryan, you've been running this scam for the longest time. See this right here? Let me go back a little farther. There we go. We'll leave that right there. Personal mix. Remember my mix? He's been running the same scam on you forever. This is the bare silver screen. This right here is basically the Cinemax. There you go. This is Jamie walking out of a Home Depot with the product in hand. Where did this video go? And keep in mind, if my product, as you claim right at the bottom, if my professional or any of my products that I made, matter of fact, I can say professional, it's not even on the market yet. Ugh. Anyway, if you said any of my products basically are supposed to come out so dark and they can't be seen and we're using special cameras, yeah, blah, 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 blah. My stuff is on site. So if he claimed that my name was so dark that no one can see it, how come everybody can see it on every site that we're actually at? What's the excuse behind that? Am I using a brainwashing tool? Like I got one of those Men in Black pens? Do I have one of that? No. That's why you're upset and angry, because you're embarrassed. My product always did work. But you got plenty of time to back up and prove yourself in court before a judge and my attorney. That's what you're going to have to be able to prove. If you can't prove it, then you know what's going to happen to you. And keep in mind, by the time we hit court, I'm going to have so many companies back on our tech, it's not even funny. So good luck on that one. But anyway, let's get back to this scam paint. So this is Jamie walking out of the Home Depot, right here. I don't know what's worse. Well, sheep, we know he has sheep. We've seen the sheep before. The sheep will defend Jamie no matter what. But we don't care about you guys. You don't buy our products, and you guys are basically your sheep. That's it. Pretty much. You will follow anything off a cliff. So your opinions don't mean anything. I'm not trying to be rude here, but you don't have any opinions because you're brainwashed sheep. That's what you are. We even heard one of the sheep who got on there and mentioned Jamie's name and called me the N-word 3 times in a row. And I sat there and said, there's videos right here of his product matching house paint. Well, I don't care about that. There you go. That's the sheep right there. Perfect example of a sheep. Gentlemen, it is what it is. Question, where are your tests? Where are your test demonstrations? Show me a test today, right? Show me a test today of your product versus the microblend, slip silver, and network gray 773. Show me a demonstration live. Danny, your demonstrations, you have not put any of your products against any form of household paints. I haven't seen anything at all, period. If you can get the right color to come up first, because first you got to figure out what color it is before you can figure out what paint to go with. That dark gray, whatever that nonsense was, how do you paint a screen that comes out dark and then turn around, it comes out the same color as it was before the screen was painted? That doesn't make any sense. All right, so you got him walking out of the Home Depot over here. This is the results of what he's trying to show you, that this is the difference. Now, Jamie, as I told you before, if you have to get that close to a screen in order to show the difference, then there's going to be a problem there. Just to show you, this is your environment. So we know that's your environment right there, right? Now, you had the windows open here, but when you did the demonstration, you turned out those blinds. You showed them off right here. He shows them off, lights, windows open, da da da. And then you're doing the demonstration, you automatically shut the blinds. Why did you do that? See? Now they're shut. But you had them open a few minutes ago. Why did you shut them? What for? Oh, because your screen works better in a darker environment, right? And you figure in a darker environment, you would have a chance to overpower the house paint. You couldn't run a risk of your screen washing out and that screen doing better. You couldn't do that. You had to work in an environment that would have better suited your product, which would have been in the dark. Well, here's the funny thing about it. House paint also can work in the dark. Now, one thing you don't know about your product that we know about your product, we've had here, got unboxing videos, is the fact that you said your product works at 2200 lumens, right? You know house paint can pick up at 1000 lumens in the dark. Heck, it can pick up at 900 in the dark. Lights on? No, ain't gonna work. 4000 lumens, it ain't gonna work. 5000 not gonna work. None of that's gonna work. But in the dark, that's a different area. So yeah, a house paint can pick up at 1000. If you're claiming that your product only works at 22 and you don't even know your own product, because we've had your product here, and in the dark your product can pick up at 1000 lumens. Did you know that about your own product that you don't even know about? Mind you, here's another person who doesn't know the color of his own product. If you go to his website, you will notice that all his products have the name gunmetal attached to them, because he doesn't know the color of his own product. Can you explain this here, Jamie? Look at this. This is basically bare silver screen, house paint, and this is your product. Where is the big change? Where is it? You got on camera and you told these barefaced lies of, look at this like huge discoloration, it has an ivory white level, we're picking up a better where? And for a person who made all these statements about the product being so high performance over the paint, why are the videos not here? Why can't all of us see the demonstration? How come every time I had to show up these demonstrations, I have to bring people to the blacklist? How come we can't see these demonstrations on YouTube? Where are the videos at? That screams guilt, man. That screams guilt. Look at this. You gotta be pretty bold to get on camera and lie like this. What you crying about my product for? Question I asked you about that. You in the comment section, you're crying about my product. What you crying about my product? My product tested. What you crying about it? I'm contracted. What you crying about? I've backed my product on every level you could possibly think of. I walked into the room this morning at 6 o'clock and actually showed the screen at 259 inches. Something you can't even do. What are you crying about? You're always crying about something. That's why we call you Crying Crow. Always crying. You and Danny always cry about something. You don't, instead of you backing your products up, you're crying about me at the end of the day. Explain this mess. This is why we left the mic open. Explain it. Now, where is the personal mix? Well, the personal mix on this website was, actually, I'm doing you a favor, Jamie, by not going to your website, because you've done some dumb stuff on your site. I mean, literally you have. And this message board, he started posting pornography and curse words and all that stuff. That doesn't look good for you at all, period. That's supposed to be your website, and you're putting pornography all over your website. How does that make you look good? I'm doing you a favor by not going to your website, because you do some of the dumbest things I have ever seen. And the thing about it is, it's kind of like I'm doing you a favor by not going to your website, because then that allows you not to do dumb stuff. Every time we go on your website, you do some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. People can go there and find out for themselves, and they can see basically what we talk about is true. So I'm doing you a favor by not popping on your site, because you just do dumb stuff. The weird stalking stuff. This guy was stalking me, literally taking pictures of me inside of my house, putting my face on weird little puppets, stuff like that. He's a creepy dude. I wouldn't trust you with a P.O. box. So explain this, Jamie, this is your video. First of all, the fact that you're coming in here and you're just mad at me, why are you upset over this video? Did you not make this video? Why are you so angry over every time we show this video? You made it. This is your work. So what are you upset about? Now, you know I'm not reading your comments, right? You do know that, right? But I'm understanding, why are you so mad? This is your video, you made it. You're mad because this is a video you want to go bye-bye forever. You don't want customers to ever see this, because you want to continue to go on and tell lies. Now, the personal mix has been replaced by something called Metallica 2.0. That is pretty bad. The Metallica 2.0 is an actual free product that he is trying to charge his customers for. He's charging them $60 for something that is free. Now, Jamie, if you want to explain to why you actually have a video of you making a free product for free. Did you ever tell people that you gave away products for free? That you were mad and angry and upset with people who sold products? He thought that everybody that was selling a product was scamming people and they should be giving them away for free. And that's where you see the demonstration of him basically making the free product. But then Jamie's decided that he wanted to make money, and he started selling the product. The sad thing about it is the product that you see here can be made with just basic black and white paint, that's all. Nothing special. Nothing special at all. Frankenstein. Oh man, that's a mess right there. Definitely a mess. Got all these videos are missing. We have these videos, but these videos missing right here. This is where he actually claims the product to be ambient light projection, but in the video claimed that the product was never ambient light projection. He never said it. That was a demonstration. He was doing a review for a customer. That video also went missing. This is a demonstration of Jamie removing videos off his account. Caught him in a live stream. Can't make it up. So basically, we just asked him to take the videos he has here. If he backs them 100%, just go in and just post them directly to your website so everybody can see them. And this was his reaction. Maya, I told you videos were floating around 4 months before he removed them. So we got him in a live stream, pulling the video down, trying to hide evidence. I don't know what you're getting mad about, Jamie. You did this to yourself. I mean, no one told you to do anything. And what's sad about this right here, look what it reads in the comments section below. He writes down. He writes down, don't believe everything you hear. Is that sad? That's what he wrote. Don't believe everything you hear, and then he deleted the video off his account. There you go. Video went missing. But But you told people don't believe everything you hear, right? And then you turn around and you delete the video off your account. You lie too much, man. You lie way too much. Way too much. He's crying about something. What is he crying about now? Whatever. Okay. You sat there and you cried. You told people don't believe everything you hear, and you deleted the video off your account. Gee whiz, man. Come on. Jamie it's just on and on with you, man. On and on. These are the 39s. So the 39? Yeah, 39 receipts that we were requesting in court for you. Oh, man. Receipts. Look at this. See, the thing about it is, gentlemen, when you talk trash about me, you're just talking trash because you're jealous. When I talk about you, I have evidence to back up everything that I say. If I say you canceled receipts, they're your receipts. If I say you sent us disturbing emails, there's emails. If I say your product matches house paint, there's a demonstration. How much more would I have to prove to when you guys in the day tell them that they match house paint? The guy's sitting in the video bearing receipts matching house paint and then deleted the video off his account. Solid Weight 5 doesn't have credibility at all, period. Got caught in a fake unboxing. Got caught committing fraud. Got caught counterfeiting a receipt to look like ours. You know how much jail time you could get for that? Oh, gentlemen, it's not ending with you guys. This is the most funniest of them all. So this right here is because how this came up to be. I'll show you real quick. You see this product right here? This is the Metallica mix. This is the product you can make for free. We got an unboxing of this one right here. Here it is right there. There's the unboxing. Now we had a customer go in and buy this for us, right? So the customer, there we go, right there, you can see right there. That's the Metallica mix from Crow. He didn't know it was coming to us. He didn't know where it was going to. He shipped this off to this customer. Not only did he ship it up to the customer, but there was a crack inside where he just tried to tape over recycle containers. He taped it over, it leaked paint all inside, okay? Now, we replace these. If we ever have an issue where something cracks, gets damaged, or whatever, they can show proof it was cracked or damaged, we replace them, or we ship them back in boxes or something like that. But on his policy that he has on his website, if it lands on your property, it's yours. If you open, it's yours. It's no room for that in there at all, period. But this is a Metallica Mix 2.0. This you can make for free because Jamie shows you how to make it for free. All right, so we know this product is legit. So when the customer ordered this, he was going back in to get the Cinemax, and Jamie got scared. So what he did was he sent us an email because he didn't want us having somebody else to go get it. He sent us an email telling us we could buy whatever we wanted. That's how it came to that point. Everything links together. So we got this email from Jamie. All right, this email tells us to buy whatever we want. So, you know, I don't believe in it anyway because he's known for canceling orders because he can't back his products. There's the email right there. All right, so there's the email. In this email, he tells us that, you know, his product is the best of the best, no nonsense and BS, and order all you want and done. Not like you, I'm a professional. Well, all right, no problem. We can order whatever we want, right? He even sent us a link. There's a link right there for the product, right there to buy. There's Crow. There's your email right there, right? That's legit. That's you, right? All right, you send me this email. I guess he figured that I was going to be afraid to put my address in. I did put my address in like 16 times. I went in and I ordered from you. We ordered paint from him, and he went into a full-fledged Karen. So these are receipts coming from PayPal, money being returned back to our account. And I'll show you some of the interesting, colorful receipts we received from Jamie. See right here, we ordered the gunmetal right there from him. He said, order whatever you wanted. And right there, he calls us a piece of garbage. Yep. Gives us a middle finger and a happy. Does that look professional to you? You told me, what are you, bipolar? You have multiple personality complex disorder. Who were we talking to that day? Who sent the email that day? I really believe you have multiple people living inside your head because this actually screams either Karen, bipolar, or different personality changes. Because from the email you clearly sent, and you sent it with a God bless brother, you said I can order whatever I want. I go to order what I want, and this is the reaction we get. Another money coming back to our account from Jamie. Here's another one. He tells us that he doesn't need the business. Don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Stay away. Thanks. He is begging us to stop ordering. But you told me to order whatever I want. And you're supposed to be a professional, right? I'm just going by what you have in your email. Here's another one where he refers to himself as another person. He says, Crow says you are banned. Who else are we talking to? You prefer to yourself as another person. It kind of reminds me of on Seinfeld where the guy says Jimmy this and Jimmy that. That's what it reminds me. Crow says you are banned. If our product is garbage, why order it? Because you told me I can order all that I wanted and you were a professional, right? All right, then what's the problem? Right there, we ordered the UB mix. What's the problem? This is what I'm saying. There's something wrong, mentally wrong with you. You prefer to yourself as another person. That's disturbing. But you tell us why we keep ordering. Did you not give me an email telling me to buy whatever I wanted? All right, then. Let's move on. See how I can wreck your credibility so fast, so quick? Because we have the evidence right here. I don't have to make this up. It's right here. Here's another one where he pulled the full Karen on us. He started screaming harassment. Harassment. How is it harassment if you tell me to order whatever I want? Jamie, do you know what order with confidence means? Do you know what order whatever you want means? How do you call yourself a professional and you're crying on a receipt? I showed this to a few people and they could not stop laughing. There's the Cinemax we ordered. Another canceled receipt right there for the Cinemax. Canceled. Gee whiz. Even, this is the stalking charges we have against Jamie. Taking pictures of us, put me on these freaking little heads and dolls and stuff. The weird email messages he's been sending us, and basically trying to copy and mimic an account on Instagram. Can't make it up. Gee whiz. Look at this. Even did a fake batch number. Oh, man. All right, let's go to this 2.0 real quick. I want to show you this stuff right here. So this right here, you can find this video very easy. I'm going to show you how to find it. You go to YouTube. I'll pause this right here. Our music is basically not playing. Why is our music not playing? They're asking me for, I hate these things. Or they ask us, are you still here? Are you still here? It's not COVID. Stop doing that. Let's go over and show you a fast way to find the paint, the Crow's ingredients on how to make the 2.0. So basically, let's pause it here, what they're saying here. And we're going to put on the black and white challenge. Let's put down 11. Here it is right there, right at the top. There you go. So that's your type in. Black and white challenge. Now, the black and white challenge was a video that we took Crow's house paint. Right there, there's the ingredients on how to make it. We took the house paint that he made for free. And we asked him to take this demonstration and to put it against his products live. And he refused to do it. You know why? Because they would have matched. And what would have hurt him the most is now you would have had the ingredients matching on camera and the ingredients on how to make it. That's why he refused to do the demonstration. Let's have a look at this real quick. Now, this is a product, Jamie, that you sell on your website for $60, right? That's how you make the Metallica Mix 2.0. There's your ingredients right there. Metallica Mix right there. 2 tablespoons of flat black paint. Make the Metallica Mix right there. Don't get mad, don't get mad, don't get mad. Calm it down. I can see you getting frustrated. I see them capitals popping up. Let's go take a look at this real quick, okay? Watch this demonstration. Can't get mad about this. How come you don't have this on your website? How come you didn't post this directly to your website? You don't have them up there because anybody seeing this wouldn't touch your paint. So if you are purchasing the Metallica 2.0, you can make that for free. This is one of Crow's or Jamie's free paint products that he was giving away for free. Right around the time when he was basically showing people how to make these paints for free. So all the products that you have right now, he has demonstrations. When he did have demonstrations, they don't exist anymore because he got rid of them. This is one of the ones we were able to get. There's 4 of the people who actually had this demonstration. And this demonstration shows you how to make the products. Do you know that all the products that you have right now, Jamie, that you have, that we know that there's videos showing that you were making those products for free? All you did was turn around and start selling them. That's what you were doing. But all those products are free. Every single one of Jamie's products are basically given away at one point for free. Did you know that? There's one right there. Proof that he was giving away these products for free, and he came around and sold them. So we asked him, look, man, it's not a crime for him to go out and give you away free paint. That's not a crime. The crime is if these free paints match the paints that he's selling. That's the crime. And this is why this has a challenge underneath of it, because we requested him to take this product right here, mix it, and put it against his screen paint products. And he refused to do it. That's why it has a challenge underneath of it. And the fact that he refused it clearly shows that the products that you're getting right now, you can make those yourself. But even worse now, you don't even have to do a black and white mixture, because you just sat there and watched the shelf paint Network Grade 773 match his products. The question is, how much of his product will match Network Grade 773? See, he only did one paint. He only did the Cinemax. After it matched, he didn't talk about it anymore. He didn't do any more demonstrations against any other products. Only the Cinemax. And that tells you right there, at the end of the day, there's your major red flag. What about the rest of them? What about the hybrid? What about the personal? Now, we made this mix right here. This is the 2.0. This is the Metallica mix. Did we put it against the Metallica mix? No. We put it against the personal mix. We put it against an opposite screen paint, and it matched perfectly. It also matched the Cinemax when we got it over here. This is the same person. When a customer came in and saw what Jamie had did, we ordered the Cinemax, and Jamie sent us a product that was black paint. Now, I'm not saying all of Crow's customers are this, that, and the other. Just saying some of them are, because we have some we have met that were pretty, they're pretty level-headed and they were cool at the end of the day. I'm not saying all of them. If I did say all of them, I do apologize, take that one back. But yeah, not all of them are not like that. But some of them are basically, yeah, they're pig-headed like that. But anyway, this one sent us his product. He was so disgusted because he felt that that's not how you do business at the end of the day. And he sent us real Cinemax, what we purchased, what we paid for. Jamie sent us black paint and had a nerve to puncture a hole in the bottom of the container so it would leak. And he thought that was extremely bad business practice, not professional. So basically sent us over the paint. So when we got the paint, we did the unboxing. Jamie comes on camera crying and whining, screaming and yelling, oh, that's not my paint. It won't match Network Grade 773. He's a liar. He's a scammer. He's this, that, and the other. What happened, Jamie? What happened to you running your mouth? We went back to try to find those videos. They're missing. Of course they're missing. Because you got on camera and you ran your mouth about how these products didn't even match and how we printed up the labels and how everything we did was fake and the customer didn't exist and all this blah, blah, blah nonsense. To turn around and watch you do that demonstration 6 months to a year later and it matched perfectly. And then you deleted the videos off your account because you were terrified of anyone else finding out about your secret, dark secrets of how you've been cheating your customers. That's why this video is missing. Well, not this one, but you know what I'm talking about, that other product. So the customer did send us your paint, and your paint did match. And not only did it match on our side, it matched on yours too. There we are mixing the product right there. And he's selling his product on his site right now for 60 bucks. Man, I wouldn't pay for this mess at the end of the day. Like I said, you don't even know what you're getting now. Now that you saw that stuff match Network Gray, you could be just taking Network Gray off the shelf and just putting his paint into it. He could be sprinkling a little glitter into it and saying, look, this is my product right here. You're buying shelf paint for like 60 bucks a quart. You could be buying it at a gallon. Well, look, Jamie, if I'm wrong on this stuff, I got tons of demonstrations of my product versus black paint, black fabric. Heck, you can go to my freaking shopping cart right now and look at the bottom. There's about 16 down there waiting for you. Where's yours at? Where's your test demonstrations at? You ain't got any at all, period. Matter of fact, you're too busy deleting videos and basically adding them to your website. And let's talk about website for website. You're talking about professional? Have you seen my website compared to yours? Are you kidding me? Man, I got so much information stacked on my page, it's not even funny. Literally, I got so much freaking traffic going through my site. My video players are having problems loading up. And you look at your website, look at your ship and return policy. You ain't got jack on your ship and return policy. You ain't got an act of God. You got nothing on there to protect yourself at the end of the day. My specification sheet versus yours. You don't have a specification sheet. And then you couldn't even consider that to be a summary. It's considered to be a cheat sheet. That's what it is. Are you kidding me? My Sugar Plum Fairy page alone by itself would crush your entire website. You don't know what you're talking about. Looking at your website and the way you explain things, you have no idea what you're talking about. You still haven't explained what the water was for. Call yourself Making Our Products. Do we need to bring that one up? Because that was pretty embarrassing. That was pretty embarrassing. So we gave this guy permission to make our stuff. Not only does he fail multiple times to try to make it black and he keeps coming up gray, but we had to make it for you and still crushed it. That Noor paint crushed that too in the process too. Made it better than what you guys made it, and then turned around and got 3 gray screen paints out of it and blew them out of the water along with it. What else you got? I can make your stuff. I was making your stuff before you were ever selling your stuff on YouTube. Before you were giving away for free, I was making it. You can go back and check my Digital One site and look back there and see all the demonstrations we did. You guys are repeating my demonstrations. Your stuff is nothing more than black and white house paint. And I guarantee at the end of the day, all you're doing is just selling your customer just shelf paint. Might as well, you're cheating them at everything else. And as for Danny, man, your stuff is a hot mess. I don't know what the heck that crap is at the end of the day. All that stuff you talk about on camera is blah, blah, blah. Can't even get the color to come up correctly. And the only thing I give credit to Solid Wake 5, he did say actually something truthful on the video. It says not the color. So how do you explain that mess? Looking for customer reviews? We can't find any. We only find him. So nobody else has bought that product except for Solid Wake 5. That's it. And it'd be embarrassing. Right now, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have any confidence in his product. How are you going to have confidence in your product if you literally just watched your friend paint the screen in and it came up a complete different color? How would that work if you're on site and you're claiming, yes, this is a dark gray screen and this is charcoal gray, and it comes up looking like that? How do you explain that mess? So you have no confidence in your product at all, period. Right there alone, that demonstration has shattered your confidence. Yep, see, there you go. That stuff also matched the Cinemax too. Yep, match that Cinemax with no problem. All right, so let's go over here. We're gonna go in here and paint this down to the surface. Okay. Basic screen paint. Basic screen paint, all it is just white and black paint. Black paint is the toner, white is the base. That's all it is. Some people put silver into it. Some people put glitter into it just to get the screen to pop. That's all silver is for, is to get the color to pop a little higher. That's it. Problem is, if you go in and you stick in like a couple of teaspoons of silver, you'll never see this at all, period. You got a better chance of seeing the glitter pop up than you got of seeing basically those silver actually working. The only way you're going to get that silver to work is you got to do a half and half, which means half of that's going to have to be silver and the other half is going to have to be paint. That's what it's going to be. And black is used as a toner. That's all it is. Drop a little glitter in it, boom, you're done. You got paint that fast, that quick. We made this stuff. Using the Chrissy 1080p projector. Anybody can make this, Jamie. That's what you're mad about. This is one of the demonstrations you hate the most, because anybody will come in and see that demonstration and they'll make their own paint. They got your product that fast. Anybody who's competing against you and don't like you, they got your product that fast. Heck, that Network Crows1176, I told you when we popped that top, and I sat there and said, this is not going to go well. It has a perfect tone to it. Literally has a perfect tone. You have to add no black paint into it. Nothing. If you wanted to basically make an advanced version of it, all you would have to do is just basically do a half and half with it with some PPG or PPG. I think it's PPG. Yeah, PPG. That's it. That's all you would have to do if you make an advanced version of it. Keep it in between 1 to 4 scoops. That's it. Anywhere 1 to 4, that you're good in that area. That's it. Making me a sample sheet right there. That's my sample sheet I'm making right there. Oh, man. Now hear me going to my kitchen drawer to go pull out your sample sheet. See all them certified screens sitting in there? You don't do tests like that. All those certified screens, we beat every single one of them against our technology. Where's your test demonstrations getting certified? You don't have any, that's what it is. See all those tests? All those test surfaces in there. All those certified screens. That's why when we walk up in that show, we won't see you in there, not ever. Your stuff will never have certification attached to it. Any one of the screens can knock you out. A Diamond walk up there, Diamond can easily crush your stuff. That's what I also too. How come you guys never test against Diamond? Of course you don't. Diamond will kill your stuff. We don't fear Diamond at the end of the day. You guys do. Look at this. It ain't that off. It ain't that much off. They both the same. So that right there is the personal mix right there. They both match. I realized that when I saw Jamie go on camera and basically open up the lids of his paints. And I'm looking at him like, oh shoot, they're only a couple of shades off by black. That's what they were. That's what I was looking at. Oh man. There's your product right there, buddy. Made for free. Now, what tests would I put on your products to show that that's not your product? None, because you don't have any tests. I guess that one's out the window. Where's my test that if you call you have my products, where are the rest of my tests? Because I'm pretty sure I did more tests than that on my products. Where's the rest of them? Oh, you don't have them. Okay, I was wondering why. Yeah, again, we gave you the opportunity to make our products, did we not? And what happened? You failed. There's your product right there. So that's a complete, two different completely products. That's the personal mix versus Metallica 2.0. Free mix versus purchase mix. There's no difference. Just like with the Network Grade 773 and the Cinemax, there's no difference. They're both the same. Your product versus our technology. There's your product here. That's the sheet I just painted in right there, the surface I painted in. Just to show you how much of your product fails. Even if it's free, it still fails. It's a waste of time. Your stuff is old, man. I told you. I can show you demonstration 10 years back we're making this stuff. Your stuff is old. No, all you do is you get in this dark room, high-end projector, and you try to make people believe that that's what they're going to get. Heck, you even stole Google images. That's even worse. How are you stealing Google images and you got a 4K laser projector and you're going to steal Google images? See, that's the thing I love about you naysayers at the end of the day. You come on talking all this trash, but you forget all the dumb stuff that you do on a daily basis that we catch you doing. How in the world are you stealing Google images? You know how sad that is that you rip off Google images to try to convince customers that that's how your product works? Anybody can go in there and click, hit the back button and pull it up and see where your images pop up at. Danny did the same thing too. Danny basically had images on his site too. We got it all on recording. Or he basically he stole images off of Google too. That's pathetic. Look at this. Look how your paint don't even work. Maybe if we were in a darker environment and we had a 4K projector and we pushed it all the way up to the screen, then maybe it'll work. Please, man. This stuff is a joke. So this right here, so y'all know, this is the Metallica 2.0. This is the one you can make for free. Jamie shows you in the video how to make it for free. Right there. There's your ingredients. I'll leave it right there for a minute so you can just gander at that right there. This is the same product he tries to sell his customers. Why are you going to buy something when you can make it for free? There you go. Find that on YouTube real easy. Easy one to find. Oh, here we go. Which is the Frankenstein right here. He deleted all the Frankenstein videos because he has to pay royalties. He owes money to somebody. He made money off somebody's name and didn't pay them a dime in royalties. So you got yourself in trouble. I don't know what you thought you were going to do by deleting all the videos, how that was going to help you. We got an unboxing of your product right here with your name on it, with the date and your company on it. You can sign all the packages. Everything's right there. Even got 4 receipts showing you we purchased this directly from your website, from PayPal. You made money off a company's name.
My company is Crystal Ed.
You ain't paying him anything. You got to pay that money up, buddy. You can't do that at the end of the day. That's why I told you, signing your name on packages and stuff like that. Put my name on there, Kenny. How are you going to go to court and deny that you never made money off their product and didn't pay them? I never did anything such. How are you going to get away with that? You even dated it right there. I don't know how that's going to work, buddy. And we even have a video that you deleted off your account showing you customers how to paint in this product that you were selling. How are you going to get out of that right there? That's why we want to make sure we sue you first, because we know when they hit you, oh, boy, good gracious. This video has been going back for 5 years. Mind you, Frankenstein been around for a bit. 5 years. At one point, he had their face on the containers. Oh, guess what? By the way, we have those videos too. I got videos of you selling the product with the Frankenstein face on the container. Well, how are you going to... Yeah, that's why we got to sue them first, because we don't. And they clean this clock, man. There's nothing left to him. So Jamie went in, for those you don't know, and made money off a company's name and did not pay them any money for royalties. See, how it works in the real world is, like I said, let's use Dragon Ball Z. We used this one before. If I make a gamer paint and I want to call it Goku or Dragon Ball Z paint, I can't use their logo and I can't use their name and I can't make money off of it unless I contact the company who makes this product and say, hey, look, can I use your name on my paint to sell? Because I know their name is popular, it's going to push my product, and it's going to sell faster because it's a very popular name. And they can sit there and go, nah, we don't want to be associated with that. They can say that at the end of the day. Or they can say, oh yeah, no problem, but here's the deal. We need to make some money off of this. So every time you sell one of those products, you're going to pay us some money. Those are called royalties. And Jamie didn't pay them any royalties at all. Now, again, if he's made this statement that he was paying the royalties, I would love to see the documents. We asked for those documents years ago. Now, since he's been selling this product and it's around 5 years old, they're going to dig into your financial paperwork or whatever they got to dig in and figure out how many sales you made from this product dating back to when you first launched it, which was around 5 years ago. You have any idea how much money they're going to ask for? Okay, yeah, it's going to be rough. So you got to pay back something, buddy. You can't use someone's name without basically without their permission. You got to pay that back. Because how would any of you feel at the end of the day that you built a company, you made a name, it became popular, everybody knows that name, and somebody out there was using your name to make money off of it, and they weren't paying you anything for it? How would you deal with that situation? Would you let them continue to make money off your name, or would you take them to court and sue them for royalties? You take them to court and sue them for royalties. And that's what's going to happen to Jamie. Now what makes this video even worse is the fact that the paint is not the same color. As you can see, he changes the color at will. So that's something else you have to worry about. We also have proof of Jamie changing the color of a product before shipping it out. That's why he made the video ahead of time. Lost that claim in the process. And again, he claims in the video that the product is not ambient rejection, but he changed it at the last minute, altered the name of it, and said it is ambient rejection. You know what's fine, interesting? You see that painting in the background? That actually shows up in the free mix too. There's just so much evidence on you, man. It's unbelievable. Man, I don't know. I tell you the truth, I don't want to waste any more time on this, man. It's just so much stuff with Jamie. It's not even funny. Specification sheets. Oh, I forgot about that. Didn't he make some fake screen paint called Crystal Black Digital? Some weird stuff he made. He claimed it was a free screen paint. He even claimed to have a black Frankenstein. Doesn't even exist anywhere. So not only does this guy scam people, but he puts false products in his website hoping that people will buy them so he can scam them. Check this out too. This is, yeah, I thought we had his description up here somewhere. Let's see if we had the whole thing in there. I had the nerve to take his face right next to the product that he hadn't paid royalties on. I can't make this up. That's just so embarrassing. Dude, you took your face next to the product that you didn't pay royalties on. Gee whiz Louise, man. It's like watching someone rob a bank with basically wearing a jacket that has all their information on it. I live at so-and-so street. This is my social security number, da-da-da-da-da, and then walking and rob a bank. Oh, man. This is like self-snitching on a level that's just unfreaking believable. Also, to be noticed too, that your product is the exact same color as the UV mix. Yeah, you're just scamming people left and right, man. The UV mix and this looks exactly the same. Fake products, man, it just goes on and on and on with you. Where's the product description? Ah, product description page. We did dig this up. Boom! Yes. I told you, we got so much evidence on Jamie's not funny. We even got your shipping policy down here where you're scamming people on your shipping. I don't even got to go to your website. It's right here. Look at this mess in here, man. This is one of his first mixes. I don't think so. If it was one of your first mixes, it would have been free. So it's not your first mix. Stop lying to people. 3,500 lumens and up. That's not even high to begin with at all. This is the same description he has here in the dark crystal mix. Oh man, it's just so much. This is supposed to be gunmetal. I guess they're all gunmetal now. It's just so much, man. There's just so much. Look at the shipping policy. Now I'm going to show you how fast he changed the shipping policy. This was the old policy. Now the old policy said on this one, it said, I told you he changed it. It says returns and refund policy. Once the product is delivered, I tell you, he doesn't spell the name correctly. How the freak do you go in and change the policy, but you don't spell delivery correctly? Because you know why? I sat there and said on camera, if he changes the name, I'm smarter than him. And he literally believed, dude, seriously? How? It doesn't want to say it's easy to control him. It is. It's very easy to control. That's all I said on the camera. If he changes the name, I'm smarter than him. And he can never change it because he's worrying about me being smarter than him. Dude, if you really did the math and you thunk about this a little bit, you would have realized that I would rather have someone say, one person say that to me, than 100 people go onto my website and think I'm a complete idiot. So for everybody who comes in there and sees that, they think you're an idiot. And I'm pretty sure people have contact like, hey buddy, look, you spell something correctly. Can you correct that? You should correct that. And you still left it that way. Now they think you're a bigger idiot because you refuse to change it. So you're worried about what I said so much, you don't think about the other people that are going and seeing this at the same time? Gee whiz. Told you, easy to control. All I have to do is just say that one word and he just basically would do exactly. Like PARTAY has that problem too. Because I said if he spelled Trey, T-R, it's supposed to be T-R-A-Y, not T-R-E-Y, not Trey. It's Trey. So anyway, I said if you change that, that means I'm smarter than you. And he did the exact same thing he did. If somebody comes into my site and said I spelled something incorrectly, and if you change it, I'm changing it. What the freak do I care about your freaking opinion at the end of the day? I'm good. I'm changing it. I'd rather have you basically blast me on that than basically have 100 to 1,000 people going into my site and blast me on it. Gee whiz. Right there it is right there. So if you notice there's a policy missing, returns and refund policy once the product is delivered, no returns or refunds. Please make sure you ask any questions before any purchases are done. Now he changed it over to if you open it, exchanges. If you open the container, there is no exchange on the product. So he changed it. You want to make sure you locked it in nicely for you. Oh man, this is the Frankenstein, right? Yeah, Frankenstein. We can't find this video. This video went missing. Missing. That's the UV mix and Frankenstein side by side. You guys get scammed. I'm not saying my people don't get scammed, but you guys get scammed. Anything else on this guy? We're gonna dig up on this guy. All these videos are deleted off count. What's the difference between the benefits of a gray screen versus a white screen? That matched, by the way. That's the demonstration right there that went missing. There you go. That demonstration is also too missing off his account. Yep, a lot of stuff. Then he came back in and tried to do it again. Jamie, let me explain something to you. I know you came back in and you tried to do the demonstration by saying what's the benefit of your product, Cinemax versus a white screen. It doesn't matter at all, period. It doesn't matter if you put it against gray screen, white screen, purple screen, orange screen. It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because your product is freaking house paint. That's why it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all what you put against your screen. You have house paint. You can sit there and say you got the best paint in the world, blah, blah, blah. You have house paint. That's the part you're not getting, man. You're not getting it through that thick skull of yours. You have freaking house paint. Your stuff has matched house paint. Your stuff is equivalent to house paint. Performs just like house paint. Use a 4K projector, looks like house paint. Use a 720p, looks like house paint. Take it outside, matches house paint. House paint, house paint, house paint, house paint. Doesn't make a difference. I don't know why you come up there every time on YouTube claiming this product to be boss, and this product is matching house paint. It's house paint. And to you naysayers out there and you sheep at the end of the day, you have house paint. This is why when you go into a forum site, we laugh at you. You know why? Because anyone can buy your product and make your product. I just go pop down to Sherwin-Williams, get it down on network gray, boom, I got your stuff. That's it. That's what it comes down to. I don't care what he puts it against. I don't know if he is in the dark, whatever. It's house paint. That's it. And you're spending $60 a quart for house paint? Are you freaking lost your mind? And then turn around, who's to say that he's not sending you down Sherwin-Williams? How would you know? How would you know if Jamie didn't sit there and fill a can with Sherwin-Williams, sprinkle a little fairy dust into it, and send it to your front door? What are you going to do when you find out that you just purchased house paint for almost like $60 per quart? Oh, you're going to file a complaint? Well, look what he has right there on his website, right there. Did you read through his policy? If you really read through his website, you wouldn't have slid a credit card in there to begin with. That's another thing that came up in the forum site. Who are these people that are stupid enough to read through that freaking mumbo-jumbo deranged circus ride on a freaking website and literally slide a credit card through there? Have you read the stuff that's in there? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Gee whiz, my goodness. It's like watching somebody trying to decipher the lyrics to mumble rap. Okay, and that's the reason why the mumbo jumbo nonsense, what they have, will continue to stay on YouTube where it's going to belong. They're not going to get certified. They're not going to be in any kind of freaking projection shows, none of that, because they can't back their stuff at the end of the day. That's where they're going to be at. Grumpy and upset. That is pathetic right there. And gentlemen, if you want to sit there and say that I'm triggered, no, I'm not triggered. It's just sad that you guys get on their camera and you talk all this trash and your products is matching house paint. Even match the freaking white levels. Look at this mess, man. Come on. Now, keep in mind that the network gray is going to pull a higher white level because it's actually a little bit lighter. So the white levels are going to come out much higher. And you guys every morning crying on my account. Always crying on my account 24/7. Crying about this, crying about that. How would y'all fix y'all stuff to begin with? Instead of red wagoning people at the end of the day. Fix your stuff. We gave you a challenge to make a new product line. You can't make a new product line because this is as far as you can go. That's it for you. This is all that you have. You can't make anything new. I gave them a challenge on that. We gave them a challenge to swap their projector out for 1 year. I had a 5,000 lumen 1080p Christie projector sitting in my display. I swapped it out for a 600 by 800 720p SVGA ViewSonic projector for 1 solid year. Did they do that demonstration? No. I even did a stream that went from a 16-hour stream. You got a chance to watch my technology fluctuate in the morning, evening, afternoon, boom, 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 without basically changing anything. Did they do that challenge? No. All right then. And gentlemen, where I stand at the end of the day, there's a difference between where I stand and you stand at the end of the day. I can walk on site and show my product off. You don't do that in the day. You're stuck in this environment. Look how dark this environment. Look at this mess. Look at this. You got light splash behind the back of the screen and 100 inches. You can see right there. And you're matching house paint on a $3,300 projector. Well, I felt sorry for people at the end of the day that he advised you to go buy this projector because this paint was going to give you an improvement. You could have got the same improvement if you bought house paint. I have no idea what he's explaining on camera, nor do I care. But you just see exactly what he's trying to tell you at the end of the day. And then he just kept walking in front of the screen. He kept blocking it. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. We got stuff, and for Jamie to go, oh, but you guys went in on me. Yeah, because we got a lot of stuff on you, that's why. You do a lot of dumb stuff. PARTAY does stupid stuff, he does. He does some dumb stuff, but he's a beginner. He's a noob at doing dumb stuff. You got a history of doing dumb stuff. I mean, half of the stuff we don't even have on the blacklist. There's a lot of stuff we have on Jamie. Jamie has done dirty stuff. We've catched him deleting videos and putting them back up. All kinds of stuff. This right here? Man, please. I don't know what's even worse. The cardboard box is matching. All right. We got my ass, bro. I can't wait to get back out and trapped in the house for like 2 days and going nuts. It's funny because I'm used to being in that house, and now that I'm on site all the time, I'm going nuts being in the house. I want to be on site. I can't. You can leave out my door. Look at this. Made his products on camera by using this tutorial video demonstration. Matched the product to network grade 773 6 months to a year ago, and he turned around, he matched it again. Gee whiz Louise. Look at this picture, slideshows. Gee whiz, $80, man. For this, that's the time we sold it for $80. All right, there's nothing more to talk about. Man. It's just sad, it's funny at the same time. Gentlemen, you get on camera, you talk about your products being the best of the best, and you can't even pass a house paint test. These are our on-site demonstrations. We're on site right now. We're doing projects at these places right now. My screen paints are sitting in there right now. Pretty soon I got to do this massive giant ceiling, which is going to be humongous when we coating in. Yeah, I'm just leave it at that. Where on your page, literally, my website versus yours. Show me. You got nothing on your site. All you have is shop and home. That's it. We got test demonstration page, demo pages. Look at my more page right here. I got so much information on page. I literally had to extend the pages. We had so many freaking showcases. We had to lock some of the showcases. We just have so much stuff. We got technology coming out for 2024. What are you guys doing in 2024? Nothing at all. I bet you're going to the same products as y'all claim, because we didn't. I forgot, y'all not going to be around in 2024. We got to sue y'all and take y'all to court. Dang, ain't going to happen. It's legendary 77 element right there. You know, the sad thing about it, gentlemen, is the fact that we can't go in and buy your paints. You know why? Because you cancel the orders, because you're afraid. That's why. I got to contact people. And I have to have them order the products for us. We can't even let them know our names, nothing. Because if they know who we are and we're buying, they get scared and they cancel out. They put the money back in our account. Danny walked around his backyard with some dumb nonsense and talking about how we canceled an order on him. I've been asking for the receipt. I still haven't seen this receipt yet. He claimed he got. But you know what I did for you, Danny boy? I told you, don't do stuff like this in a day because I will embarrass you on YouTube. And we straight up embarrassed him. I went and purchased his product 7 times. Matter of fact, it was 3 times we went and made the purchase. And he got so scared, he 404'd his freaking marketplace. He pulled it down in the middle of it. Danny is the most embarrassing returns ever. And I'll tell you why. Danny returned $160. That's how much this paint was. $160 so fast to our account that I was able to use all 3 orders with the same $160. That's my record on him. You know how embarrassing that is? How scared you got to be at the end of the day that you return my money back to my account so fast I was able to buy all your products. I said I was going to need a collection of every single one of your screen paints on your website. Did I do it? I did. I even ordered your samples. Got those too, and you put the money back in my account. We used the same 160. Went back to our account that fast. And what did I do when I got them stack of receipts? I walked in my backyard and I said, don't worry, Danny boy, I'm gonna get your product and then we're gonna have some fun. See, that's the same nonsense you said about me, but you didn't have any receipts, you didn't have anything at all. So what I did was I just turned the tables around, put you in the same situation, and I ordered from you. What you think? I was afraid to put my address in? Both of y'all, like I said, y'all talk all this trash on camera about this, that, and the other. You knew exactly where I live at. I lived in a bright blue Smurf house right on the corner. Couldn't miss it. You had my address. He had my address. Not one of y'all ever came down to pay me a visit, did you? No, because you know what Mr. Bird said? I'm licensed to carry. I'm trained to use my weapons. And I told you at the end of the day, if I catch you on my property, I'm going to put you down. Did I not say that? Joke with me and see if I'm a game and see what happens. I guarantee you're not going to pass go and you're not going to collect $200. You're going to find out the real deal, what kind of person I am. If you walk on my property and you show a threat, I'm taking you out. So you're not stupid at the end of the day. Common sense is just basic common sense. But y'all talk all this trash on camera about this, that, and the other. No, you're not going to do nothing. Silent Wake 5, when you see me in court, what you're going to do is you're not going to make eye contact with me. You're going to look in the direction you need to look, and that's where you're going to go. And when we get outside, you're going to do the same thing. All y'all going to do the same thing. Cowards, that's what you are, nothing but cowards. You talk all this trash. You knew where I lived at. Been there for 4 years. I walk in and out of my property anytime I wanted to. Come down and pay me a visit. Not one. Cowards. Your products don't work. They're trash. It is. I can sit up here and I can back up everything I said. If I said your products don't come up the same color, boom, right there. We got a Silent Wake 5 showing your product not coming up the same color. Looks exactly the same color as before you even painted the screen. No show. We can say your products got water in it. They do, because there's a demonstration basically on your account showing your products matching water. Crow, we can sit there and say your product matches house paint. There's demonstrations right there. Your products matching house paint of the day. You guys are the biggest scams on the face of the planet, and you get upset at the end of the day because I get signed, I'm getting contracts, I'm getting notice, I'm getting my product out there on the market. You want to get upset with me at the end of the day. No one told you to cut corners. No one told you to cheat your customers at the end of the day. What you should have did was roll up your sleeves and work hard instead of trying to look a bunch of little pretty boys on camera all day long, which I doubt you are. Instead of me sitting in my backyard, covered in mud, covered in dirt, covered in paint, covered in sawdust, waking up, rising up in early in the morning to get the job done, falling asleep late at night to get the job done. Couldn't care less what I looked like on camera as long as I had a product that worked 100%. Put the time in, put the grind in, and all you guys did on camera was basically just mock and carry on like a bunch of little schoolgirls. And then you want to get upset with me at the end of the day because I'm at a position you can't go. It is not my problem, ladies. It is your problem at the end of the day. You need to man up and make a better product instead of crying all day to me and coming to my accounts. Shut up. Now, I'm done with this. I'm going to be on site on Saturday to basically do some demonstrations down there with some new technology we're working on. And you guys are going to continue to go to my accounts and cry like little girls. That's what you're going to do. Because you got nothing else. You don't have anything else. If you did, you would have had, no, forget it. They don't have tests. Keep forgetting about it. They don't even have any tests. What's the point of talking about tests? They don't have no tests. Every time we ask for tests, they don't have no tests. Where are your tests? Dang. Crying, whine, always crying and whining. Crying and whining. See this right here, gentlemen? This is called black on black test. We started that. You know how hard this is going to make this for other people that are making black paint? It's going to make it extremely hard. Because once my product is signed, once we're in those shows, once we're certified, once we got that clout behind us, 100% that strong backing, and people look at our product like a household name, all these test demonstrations are going to become nightmares for you. Because that means that no one's going to touch your stuff unless you could do what we do. You can't basically sell a product unless you could do what we do. And the reason why we put the bar so high, because that cuts down on all the crap at the end of the day. That's why we did it this way. Danny boy, pass any one of my tests. You make this black paint? Matter of fact, I just thought about that. How come you didn't send Solid Wake 5 the black paint? Because it probably don't work. That's probably why. But anyway, pass my tests. All my test demonstrations. Y'all run your mouth and say my products are fake. Y'all run your mouth and y'all say that our test demonstrations are fake. So do them. Today, all of them. Oh, you can't. I'm sorry, because you can't back your products up. You can't pass basic house paint, and some of you don't even know the color your product's going to turn into. It's like a Cinderella. Oh, that's a good name for your screen paint. Call it Cinderella, because you never know what it's going to change into. Or a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That'd be a perfect one. You got the Frankenstein and the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde paint. Either way, you don't back your products up. This is right under my marketplace. So anytime somebody comes into my marketplace, we got tons of pictures and demonstrations. And right there, we got a list of projectors we don't basically support. And at the bottom, we have right here, showing our products versus black paint. I don't see any of these demonstrations on your website of your products versus black paint and gray paint. None of that at all, period. do 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 do. So we got them all there. All our demonstrations are there. All right, gentlemen. I got a gamer paint to launch pretty soon. I'm getting ready for that. And yes, it will have patents and all that stuff. But I think by the time we roll into that, let me get that up and going. And I hope you do mess with it. I really do hope you do something stupid with it. It's kind of a patent sitting on top of it because I got another thing to take you to court for. Oh, man, it's not going to look good. You know, one thing, gentlemen, when you go to court, the least thing you want on the face of the planet is for the judge to go back and see if you have any prior convictions coming up. You don't want that stuff popping up because then it shows you have a history of doing this. That means you're going to have no mercy for you. Crow has another lawsuit coming to him for Black Series Edition. It's going to be filed with the CCB because we're going to take him to court already. He has a docket number to go to court. A court date's coming up pretty soon for him to appear in court for violating the copyrights of a Crystal Edge technology, and that has a copyright name for it. Then you turned around and you violated the Black Series Edition, which also has a copyright. We filed it through them. And the reason why, because we want to show the judge that you have a history of violating copyrights. We're building a case on you, man. A case that is going to stick. And that same amount of information is going to carry over into civil court, where you're going to be hit again. And the judge is going to go back and see if there's any primary convictions against you. And he's going to see, gee whiz, you had 2 lawsuits that you got hit with for copyrights from the CCB. You know how well that's going to go for you in court? Not going to go too well at all, period. This is going to go bad for you. It's like, and I have to explain things. We all know, but I have to explain things to the naysayers because they don't think. You rob a bank. You rob a bank, right? Okay, it's a bad thing. The judge is going to look back and see how many times you've done this. And this is your first offense on this. You're still going to get some time, but it's going to be a little bit more lenient, all right? Now, say he goes back and he sees that you've done this 2 or 3 more times. It's not going to go well. It shows that you have a problem and you can keep doing this over and over again. See? Yeah. But you'll figure it out. You'll see what happens when you get to court. I don't want to hear the crying because we hear the crying and the whining and all that stuff. And you know you can be nervous. I tell you right now, the CCB, Small Claims Court, he's going to show up for that. I can tell you right from the door, he's not going to show up for that all period. We still win either way if you don't show up, but he's not going to show up for court for that all period. Whew, man, I'm telling you. That's going to be some butterflies in your stomach at the end of the day. I'll tell you one thing. You get some gum. Well, you can't chew gum in court. Well, you got to get something because you're going to get cotton mouth. And you'll get real nervous in there. That's what's going to happen. I'm just explaining to you, what you're going to go through. You're going to get real nervous because at the end of the day, you have no permission from us. We didn't give you authorization to use those copyrights. All the joking around you doing YouTube is fun and games and all, but this is real life. You're going to be in court pretty soon. And you're going to be nervous and palms are going to be sweaty. You're going to get that cotton mouth and your legs can't stop shaking and heartbeat feel like it's moving at 100 miles an hour. And you're going to feel like you have a lot of weight on you. That's what it's going to feel like. It's going to be hard to stand in that courtroom. So, I don't know. You're going to have to deal with it. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to be sitting there smiling and looking right back at you because I know you messed up. But we did give you a chance. And if the judge asks us at the end of the day that, Mr. Bird, did you give Mr. Fernando a chance? Yes, we did, Your Honor. Actually, we have a document right here from an attorney. We sent him a cease and desist order. He never did contact the attorneys, and he kept on carrying on right after we sent the order. Now they're going to let you know, or do you understand and acknowledge what's going to happen? And you're not going to say anything. You're just going to be quiet. That's what you're going to do. And you're just going to take the hit. Now, after that, you'll go home, and we'll go to another section in the courtroom or whatever we have this guy, and we have to go execute judgment because I want judgment executed right there on the spot. So we can begin the process of removing your belongings and freezing your accounts and collecting my money. And then after that, when all that's done, we'll submit the documents needed for the other accounts for, what did he do? Oh yeah, the royalty hasn't paid any money out to for using the name Frankenstein without permission. So that's going to come up. All right, well, that's basically about it. In this video, I discredit you guys and showing your products don't work. Your products are nothing but trash, and they are. It'd be different if I just came on here and I just talked a whole bunch of nonsense and I had nothing to back it up, but I backed everything up. See, gentlemen, I can walk into court with this easily because nothing I'm saying is hearsay. Everything is backed up and everything I just said. I sat there and said you canceled a ton of orders. We got receipts over here of canceled receipts, you know what I mean? We can show your products at the end of the day don't work. They're matching house, paying all kinds of nonsense at the end of the day. And even we got one with Solid Lake 5, even doing the unboxing, claiming that the product came out nice, dark gray. But yet when he painted it in, it didn't look the same way. So it doesn't go well for you at all on that one either. That's pretty bad. Especially when you chose someone that that would show you favoritism. And it still didn't go well for you. So, yeah. Okay. Enough about that. I got things to do. Just leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. I'm about to say you guys' names. I feel like I'm drinking down gasoline and lemon juice at the same time. Ugh. All right. Gotta go. Thank you. God bless.